Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi alladhi ja'ala ash-shamsa wal-qamara husbana wan-najma wash-shajara yasjudan khaliquna wa raziquna was-salatu was-salamu ala Muhammad nabiyyina wa a'lana wa awlana wa maulana Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallam tasliman kathira. Amma ba'd. Welcome to Quranic Arabic Academy, Arabic Grammar Made Easy. Those of you watching on YouTube, I would suggest that if you haven't registered on our website, below this video there will be a link. So please go to our website and register for quizzes, and end of the course there will be a certificate. It is your benefit to do the quizzes. The more quizzes you do, the more knowledge you get. It is a test that whatever you've learned in the lesson, you test yourself. And inshallah, after every question, you will see the answer, wrong, correct or wrong. And end of the quiz, you'll be able to see your final score. Yeah. So make sure you do get about 80%. End of the course, you need to get 80% pass mark to get the certificate, and you need to get 70% for the course. After getting 70%, you will also get a badge. See, these things are there to encourage us, and these certificates will be official, inshallah, because our website will be there. At the bottom of the website, there is a little box if anybody wants to certify if this is a real certificate or not. So on the certificate, there will be a code. You just type the code on that box, and it will validate. It will say, yes, it is a true copy from our website, our Quranic Arabic Academy. Right. Next, before we start our class, we need to make a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let's do that. Lesson number 1. So we'll make a dua now, inshallah. The dua is, we always make, Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair wa bika nasta'in. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair wa bika nasta'in. It means, oh my Lord, make it easy. Make my task easy, and do not make it difficult. Do not make it hard for me. وَتَمِّمْ بِالْخَيْرِ, and complete it with ease. And you are the one we seek for help. So it is a powerful dua. We can read this dua for anything. Anything that we start, anything that we do, we are asking Allah to make our task easy. So here our intention is this journey of learning Arabic grammar. We are seeking Allah to make it easy and do not make it hard for us. If there is any difficulties, Allah, remove those difficulties. Give me ability and the tawfiq. Give barakah in my time so I can come to these classes and learn Arabic grammar. Another one, we always should do this dua. Okay, every morning we should read the next one This is just to remind ourselves. It's a beautiful, beautiful dua, and it is heart content. So every morning, make a habit to read this dua. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد رسولا. I have chosen Allah to be my Lord. I have chosen Allah to be my Lord, and Islam to be my religion, and Muhammad to be my messenger. I'm happy Allah to be my Lord. I'm happy Islam to be my religion. I'm happy Muhammad to be my messenger. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It will remind us about Allah. He is my Lord. He is my creator. He is my Lord. And I need to follow Islam throughout the day. And I need to follow the steps of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his sunnah throughout the day. So this dua will remind us what we need to do every day. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد رسولا. Okay, inshallah. Let's move on. In this lesson, we are going to learn a few things. So these are the things we are going to learn. We're going to learn the Arabic alphabet, then the Arabic vowels, then the 3 types of Arabic words, how to find a word, which of the word we will be learning first. So this is just a summary of the things we are going to learn in this class. So let's start number 1, the Arabic alphabet. Because this is a course for everyone, beginners, the intermediate, and for advanced. So I need to start right from beginning. Many of us, yes, we know these Arabic letters, and they are called Al-Abjadiyatul Arabiyyatu. Abjadiyya is the alphabet, and Arabiyya is the Arabic. So we have these Arabic letters, many of us we know. These are the capital letters, okay? Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, Jim, Ha, Kha, Dal, Dhal, Ra, Za, Sin, Shin, Sad, Dad, Ta, Dha, Ain, Ghain, Fa, Qaf, Kaf, Lam, Mim, Nun, Waw, Ha, Hamza, and Ya. These shapes are the capital letters of Arabic capital letters. Okay. Small letters, Arabic, they use small letters in writing. Small letters is just half. If you make the ba half, you'll get a small ba. Same thing goes to ta. If you just make a half, leave the right half. Obvious, this is the starting. Arabic starts from the right. So you need to leave the first half, the right half. And if you just erase the left half, that you'll get a Arabic small letter. Jim, Ha, Kha, these are the 3 together. If you leave the top part, because top part is the starting point. If you just erase the bottom part, you'll get a small letter. Okay? Alhamdulillah, many of us we know. Those of us we don't know Arabic letters at all. There are so many resources out there. Go on YouTube, you will learn the Arabic capital letters and the small letters. Okay, let's move on. Harakatun, the vowels. In Arabic, we have 3 vowels, and they are called harakat. The singular is haraka. Haraka, wa harakatun, singular, and harakat is the plural. We have short vowels and we have long vowels. Yeah. Let's go through the short vowels first. Number 1, it is called fatha. Let me just get the point so I know. Yeah. So this is the tiny / written above a letter. This is called fatha or fathatun. Number 2, kasra, a / written below the letter. And number 3, dhamma. This is the shape of dhamma, a small version of the letter waw written above the letter. We all know vowel. Vowel means we're able to make sound from that letter. So if a fatha comes on a letter, we make the sound of a. If a kasra comes below the letter, we make the sound of e. And number 3, if a dhamma comes on a letter, we make the sound of u. So when we make this sound with fatha, kasra, dhamma, remember to make it short. Okay. Now long vowels. Yes, these are the short vowels. We're going to lengthen them. So how do we lengthen them? For fatha, to lengthen these 3 short vowels, they are followed by alif. So fatha followed by alif, as in mal. You can see mim has a fatha and there's a alif. Alif is telling us how we can lengthen the ha. Stretch the fatha. The letter mim with the fatha will be ma. Number 2, ya with the kasra. Ya with the kasra. So here feel, we have the letter fa with the kasra and we have ya. Normally the ya will be the round circle, which is called sukun. We'll learn in a minute. Feel, which is elephant, and waw after the dhamma, as in hudud. Waw has a sukun also. Parentheses. One thing remember, after the fatha, if the alif comes, okay, alif is always sukun. Alif is always sukun. Although sukun is not written, but remember alif is always sukun. The way the ya is sukun on it, and the waw has a sukun on it. So a letter with a sukun on is called sakin. Sakin. Here, these are the sukun. What does sukun mean? Sukun means the absence of a vowel is indicated by a circle above the letter. So when we see sukun, it means there is no vowel, there is no fatha there is no kasra, there is no sukun, the dhamma. So we cannot make fatha sound, we cannot make kasra sound, we cannot make dhamma sound. Sukun means you join that letter with the letter before it, with the previous letter. This is called sukun. And the letter has this sukun, it is called sakin. Another symbol we need to learn, tajdeed or shadda. A double letter is not written twice. Instead, the shadda is written above the letter. So when we see shadda, we double the letter. Instead of writing 2 letters, the same 2 letters, we write 1 letter and put the shadda on it. You will be able to read doubling the sound of the letter. Whenever you see a shadda, remember there are 2 letters. One is hidden inside. The first letter is always sukun. When we see shadda, the first letter is always sukun. And the second letter either will have a fatha or a kasra or a dhamma. Let's move on. Tanween. Another 3 symbols we need to know, which are called tanween. Tanween comes on the last letter of a noun. If the word is a noun, then you will see a tanween on it. Again, there are 3 tanween. Fathatayn. Number 1, fathatayn. Double fatha written above the letter. So one fatha is called obvious fatha, and double the fatha are called fathatayn. Number 2, kasratayn. double the kasra, return below the letter. One fatha is a fatha. If we see double fatha, we call it kasratayn. Number 3, dhammatayn. One dhamma is dhamma. When we see double dhamma, it is called dhammatayn, return above the letter. So this tanween will give us an sound for the fathatain, in sound to the kasratain, and un sound for the dhammatain. Basically, there will be a noon sakin hidden, but we need to pronounce that noon sakin. With fatha a, noon sakin hidden, an. With the kasra e, noon sakin hidden, in. With the dhamma u, connect the noon sakin hidden, un. So those of us we know how to read the Quran, we know these how to make these sounds. Fathatain, kasratain, dhammatain. The kalima and kalimat. We can also read kalimatun and kalimatun. But if we pause on any word in Arabic, we make the last letter sakin. Kalima and kalimat. In Arabic, a word is called kalimatun. The plural is kalimatun. So if we see one word, kalima, many words, kalimat. Okay, kalimat. So in a sentence, we see many words. So in a sentence, we see kalimat. But when you count individually, that will be kalima. In English, a kalima is part of speech. A kalima is part of speech. So in a sentence, all the words, they're called part of speech. So every word in a sentence has a different name in English. So we will know what are the names of those in Arabic. Let's take, for example, I eat good food with my hand. This is a sentence, and we have part of speech, and also in Arabic we have kalimat. So I is a part of speech in English. In Arabic will be kalima. Eat, part of speech in English. In Arabic, kalima. Good, part of speech in English. In Arabic, kalima. Food, in Arabic, kalima. With, in Arabic, is a kalima. My, again, is a kalima. Hand is a kalima. So let's look at it in English. I is a pronoun, which is a name or part of speech. Eat is a verb. Good is adjective. Food, noun. With is a preposition. My is a pronoun. Hand is a noun. So we have many others, adverbs, we have verbal nouns. Yeah? But in Arabic, there are only 3 types of words. In Arabic, there are only 3 types of words. So what are those words? Is what we're going to learn. The 3 types of Arabic words. There are 3 types of Arabic words. Number 1 is ismun, which is noun. Number 2, fi'lun, verb. Number 3, harfun, particle. Ismun, fi'lun, harfun. These are the 3 terms in Arabic we need to know, and Arabic grammar is based on these 3. Ism, fi'l, harf. If you know everything about ism and how ism works, you know Arabic grammar. You know everything about fi'l, verb, and how verb works, you know Arabic grammar. Harfun, you know everything about it, you know Arabic grammar. Putting all these 3 in a sentence, this is Arabic. how to put ism, what to do with the ism, what to do with the fail, what to do with the harf. If you know that, you know Arabic grammar. In this sentence, I eat good food with my hand, we have these three types of words in Arabic. I will be ism, eat is a fail, good ism, food ism, with harf, which is a particle, my ism, hand ism. Yeah. If a word is not a fail, if a word is not a harf, then it will be ism. Everything will be ism. If it's not a verb, fail. If it's not a harf, then that will be ism. Because in Arabic, there's only three types of words. Ismun, fi'lun, harfun. Definition of ism, noun. So we know the three types of kalima in Arabic. So we need to know what does these mean. What is the meaning of ism? What does it mean? What is the meaning of fail? What is the meaning of harf? And ismun, noun, plural is asma'un. Ismun is a singular, plural, asma'un. Ismun, asma'un. So back of your head, you have plural. Ismun, singular, asma'un, plural. Ismun, asma'un. Ismun is the name of a person, animal, place, thing. As I said, anything that is not a verb or harf, that is ism. Even an idea, that is also an ism. Organization, that is also an ism. Name of anything. Although the majority of isms are nouns, there are other types of words that fall into the ism category. I'm talking about in English. Some of the words falls in ism categories are pronouns. Again, it is not a verb. It is not a harf. Falls in ism. Adjectives. It is not a verb. It's not a harf. Falls in ism. Adverbs. Ism. Verbal nouns. Ism. Ism are the only type of words that ends in Tanween. We just learned Tanween, Dhammatain. Remember, Arabic, whenever we see Arabic written, we'll start from the right. So, Dhammatain, Fathatain, Kasratain. So, only the Ism will have this Tanween. Fail will not have a Tanween. Okay? Harf will not have Tanween. It is only Ism that will have Tanween. So what does ism mean? Name of person, name of animal, place, thing. Anything that to do other than verb and harf is ism. Definition of fi'lun, verb. A fail, plural af'al. Fi'lun, af'alun. Fi'lun, af'alun. Is a doing word that gives the meaning of an action, and it has the meaning of past, present, or future tense. So when we see a word, when we see a kalima that gives a meaning of action, doing, and it also has a meaning of past. He did the action in the past, doing the action now, present, or will do in the future. Example of a failun is, for example, ghafara. He forgave. So ghafara has the meaning of doing action, also has the meaning of past tense. Yaghfiru. He forgives. It has the meaning of an action, also it has the meaning of present. This also gives the meaning in the future. He will forgive. It is the meaning of the future. Next over here, the verb is also used to give command or instruction. Example, ighfir li. Remember we make dua to Allah, Allahumma ghfir li. This is it. If we remove the Allahumma, this is what we get. اغفر لي. It is a instruction. اغفر لي. Forgive me. Allahumma اغفر لي. Those of you who didn't know the meaning of this dua, today you know the meaning of this dua. Allahumma اغفر لي. Oh Allah, forgive me. So if we separate Allahumma, we get اغفر لي, to forgive. Number 3, the definition of harfun, particle. A harf, plural is huruf. So harfun, hurufun. Usually a 1 or 2 letter word. Usually 1 or 2 letter word. Now and then you will get a 3 letter word. But normally usually is 1 or 2 letter word, which is added to nouns or verbs to give additional meaning. So these are called particles. We add to the nouns, to the ism, we add to a fail to get or to give additional meaning. Example of some of the harf, like B. Ba has a kasra, we pronounce B, 1 letter. It means with, or sometimes it means in. Number 2, li. Lam has a kasra, li, means for or belong, 1 letter. Min, 2 letters, means from. Ala, over here 3 letters, although pronouncing is only 2 letters. Ala, ya is the silent here. On. Fi is the 2 letter in. And ila means to. So these are the 3 things we need. Ismun, fi'lun, harfun. Ism means name of a person, animal, place, things. You can add, it doesn't have a meaning of action. It doesn't give the meaning in the past tense, present tense, future tense. You can add that as well. Fi'lun, plural is af'alun. It has a meaning of an action, and it gives a meaning, the past tense meaning, present tense meaning, the future tense meaning. Harfun, adding with the nouns. A kalima, add with nouns or ism or fi'l to give us additional meaning. So these are the 3 terms in Arabic grammar we need. Ismun, fi'lun, harfun. And now we know the meaning of these. How to find a kalima? Nowadays, the computer writing, we easily can find a word which after every word we see a gap. This is it. Even nowadays, the Quran also is, people are printing with the gaps. Before, if you find old Qurans, you'll see words are squashed together. There's no gaps in between. So in those Qurans, it's very hard to find a word. Where does word begins? Where does the word ends? Yeah. If you read those Quran, this is for you. The last letter of a kalima will have a Arabic capital letter. We know the Arabic capital letter, those shapes. For example, kitab. The letter kaf is a small letter. The letter ta is a small letter. Alif is joined to it. And the letter ba is a capital letter. Quran, the noon is a capital letter. So every word in Arabic will end with a capital letter, unless there are some letters they don't have capital letters or small letters. like in English, like the letter C, like the letter S, same shape. You don't have different shape. There are some Arabic letters, same for capital and small. Number 2, Tanween at the end, on the last letter, like kitabun. So ba also the capital, also is Tanween. Qalamun, again Tanween. Number 3, the round ta, which is called ta marbuta, the round ta at the end, like kalimatun, end of the word. Jannatun, end of the word. Right? So let's look at the capital letters again. So these are the capital letters. If we see one of these letters ending, so let's go through those letters that don't have capital letters. They're same, small, capital, same. There are 6 letters. Number 1, alif, same. Dal, dal, o, za, and the wow. Alif, dal, dal, o, za, wow. These are the 5 letters, remain the same, capital and small. So you know the 3 kalimas in Arabic, ismun, fi'lun, harfun. So which one are we going to start first? Start with ism. We're going to start learning ism first, and the grammar relates to it. This is called a nahw, grammar. Okay. Many of us, we heard this word nahw, but the rules that relates to ism, it is called nahw. After that, we'll be learning fail, the morphology. This is called a sarf. Anything that is to do with fail, it is called sarf, morphology. We'll be learning some huruf with ism and some huruf with fail. Okay, so let's recap. Ismun, there are 3 types of kalima in Arabic: ism, fail, harf. Ism means a name of person, place, animals, things. Number 2, fi'lun. Fi'l means gives the meaning of an action, and it is the meaning of past tense, present tense, future tense. Particle, 1 or 2 letter word to join ism and fi'l together, or to give us additional meaning. So this is the end of lesson 1. Inshallah, we'll see you in the next lesson, lesson number 2. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. So very quickly, if anyone has any questions. Anyone has any questions regarding lesson 1? So inshallah we'll see you in the next lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.